Hey beautiful, it's your girl Farida, also known as Curly Proverbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Around here it's no kinks, no curls and no coils left behind. We are all about natural DIY recipes, pure plant-based recipes that you can use to achieve your hair growth goals, thickness, shine, and all of that good stuff. And today's video is going to be no exception. I'm going to be talking about something that I feel can make all the difference in your hair journey. Keep watching. Okay guys, so I literally never thought I would be this person, but the data does not lie, sis. It does not lie. And that is, I am walking away from that wash and go life. You know, if you didn't know, if you're new to natural community, if you're new to this channel, a wash and go is essentially where you wash, you deep condition, you rinse, you put in a leave-in or not, and you just do nothing else. You air dry, your hair gets its volume and all that good stuff. But if you have tighter curls or kinkier hair, this could be leading to some issues if you're trying to retain length and if you're trying to maximize the manageability of your hair. Let me explain. Tangles, lack of protection, longer detangling times, these are all part and parcel of having a wash and go when you have tighter curls, when you have kinkier hair. And all of those things are not going to help you towards your hair growth goals. I'm going to talk you through some of the benefits I have found of putting my hair in a simple protective style of a twist, and then rocking a twist out afterwards if I want my hair to be loose, as opposed to having the curls from a wash and go. I prefer to rock the curls from a twist out. So the first thing is, because your hair is in a more organized fashion, you are definitely going to absolutely cut down by a large percentage any of the tangles that you are going to get. I remember once there was somebody who came on my channel and she was like, your hair always looks tangled. Like, you show us how to use a detangler and then I look at your hair from your roots to your end and it just always looks really tangled. And I was like, honestly, it really made me take a step back and have a think about what she's saying, because to be honest, in a wash and go, that is pretty much my situation within a day. The only exception to that being if I use a lot of product to make sure each and every single curl is formed, and even then it's not long lived before all of the curls start to mesh together. Those tangles, especially towards the end, and your process of how you detangle that leaves your hair prone to breakage, because most of the time we detangle with water in our hair, with water and a product in our hair, and that is when your hair is at its weakest. So the less of those that you can get, because your hair is actually organized into the twists, the better. The other thing is like the protection of the hydration within the strands. I'm going to show you just this super neat looking twist here. The hydration within those strands, particularly if you go in and use something like golden one or castor oil or shea butter, gets locked in, especially where they have that contact point. And I find that sometimes I can come 5 days later to remove twists and I can feel the hydration is still in there. Again, reaching for things like castor oil, glycerin, the golden one, shea butter, all of those are really, really good for putting hydration into your twist, because you don't have to worry about your hair being weighed down as well. That's the other thing, especially because they are in twists as opposed to a wash and go. The other major advantage that I found, especially doing the hair growth challenge, which I'm going to have linked here, we're going to have a repeat of this challenge because it was so good. I found it so good for the accountability and consistency purposes. So when I was doing the hair growth challenge, my go-to style was this. And it really helped me to be able to access my scalp for any applications of teas, any applications of the fenugreek elixir, anything that I wanted to get in, like I could do it much more evenly, much more quickly, which meant I was more likely to stick with it when I had my hair in these organized twists. The same can be said, obviously, if you're having cane-row, obviously, if you have your hair in just general braids. I think that you would find that really helps with accessibility to the scalp, for scalp care, and even for scalp cleansing. If you have your hair in these sections, you can always put your shampoo or cleanser into like a bottle with a nozzle and then go straight in with the product. Recently trying to do a wash and go, I found that when I was putting my shampoo onto my hair, it was really just having contact with the top layers. Like it was a real struggle to really get it. Like when you're talking about the kind of thickness of hair that you can have in the natural hair game, in the curly hair community, it's no joke. Like trying to get shampoo down to the lower regions was work, and you'd have to like really get in there with a nozzle of a shampoo bottle to help you when you have a wash and go, versus when I just have my hair in twists. It's so much easier for me to access my scalp to be able to cleanse it. For definition, can we talk about the definition when you take down a twist out versus when you have a wash and go? Night and day difference in your overall definition and your ability to elongate your hair as well. I'll give you a tip. If you have your hair in twists and you want to elongate where your hair is actually reaching, once it's dried, maybe it's been a couple of days, take it down, grab some shea butter, which has the opposite effect of aloe vera on the elongation of the hair. Aloe vera will cause shrinkage in your hair because it's maximizing that definition, whereas shea butter is hydrating, but it's not the pH that causes shrinkage. So you go in with your shea butter and you just retwist your hair, you'll find it automatically lengthens and elongates. In fact, even just using your regular leave-in can cause some elongation, but I definitely would say using shea butter maximizes the elongation for me. The other thing that it really comes down to is how stepping away from wash and goes and leaning into more protective styles such as twists, and eventually when I take the twists, you know, even rocking the twist outs once I have done that whole process, is that it's just going to help me to get to my goals that much faster. You know, having less manipulation of the hair, having less tangles in the hair, having easier access to be able to apply the products to your scalp and to your hair as well. I find all of those benefits are going to help me to get to my hair goals much faster. So in the end, if that's something that you're interested in, you might want to say goodbye to wash and goes, even if it's temporarily. Now, am I saying that I'm not going to ever do wash and goes? I never like to say never, but you know, even though I haven't sworn off straightening hair, it was a 5-year gap between me straightening my hair last and most recently. So what I'm saying is it's not going to be my go-to, because I literally lived in a space where I didn't even feel like I could appear on camera like this. I didn't feel I could appear on camera unless I was doing a twist tutorial with my hair not in a wash and go. Like if you go back to my earliest videos here on YouTube, wash and goes, my first campaign video, my second like all of my campaign videos, bar the one where I had a blowout, have all been wash and goes. And it's kind of become synonymous with my brand. And you know, there's like, you know, apprehension about stepping away from what you have been used to, but that is essentially not going to be my go-to every time I wash my hair, enjoy my couple of days and my hair being out, because it just ends up a tangled mess. My hair ends up drier, and yeah, it's hella irritating. But yeah, I'm not saying I'm swearing off them forever ever and that I will never rock them, but I have found myself transitioning right here, whereby I'm going to a special occasion. Like recently I met my beautiful niece for the first time, and normally be like, okay, I'm going to meet a new little one, there's going to be family there, you know, there's going to be food to eat, I want to present my best. I went with my hair in twists. For the first time, I felt like, you know what, that is good enough. It doesn't have to be big curls, it doesn't have to be this and that and the other. And I feel like I'm loving that transition of loving all parts of me. Do you know what I mean? Like not having to present a certain face forward to please other people when it's at the expense of my hair. So I hope you found this to be interesting. I hope this challenges you to maybe experiment more with braiding and twisting. I feel like this is definitely going to be a fun new chapter for me, and I won't be, you know, saying no to potentially having my hair in extension braids or twists or locks in the future. But yeah, comment below. Let me know if you found this to be interesting. Let me know if you found this to be your experience, or if you've not found this to be your experience personally as well. Be sure to stop by the Curly Proverbs store, curlyproverbs.com. Our followers and customers have sent through some amazing before and after pictures, and I'm just encouraged. So I would like you to tap into that goodness for yourself as well. Stop by curlyproverbs.com, and I'll see you in the next video.